Morning, morning. Morning, sir. Mampu mogoto ina uli milita gina tumatali. Mampu moiti wata na bomo na Prime Minister ni semua. Dan deniabu nakena mata na bomo na Voreqe. Wale una marau pale bomo. Terselami bako batukai na matantu ba mo moitolu dabuci dale tar banua. Kamu mata ni singa idile tu na singa ni kuah. Mata, ta sunya tu na bon wana uah. Nak, dia kwale ni waso. Na tumani ni tabi. Usubia na korni buli wanga taknya me. Wanga tu na bonwa. Wanga tu na durang to pino. Mata na momo. Oi. Marau na jalan benua vai musa na uai na segini kuah. Tunggu muatu ni kan raki. Wa bida binata ginya tu na loloma ni kalowi na $5. Ina satu na kamuna jadi simsim di benua. Ya simsim na benua.
Votualevu Public School has over the years produced great personnels who have served the nation, and a trend that is continuing to date. The history of this school dates back to 1921, when the school began its origin in a small bure, later on being a government school, and then back to a public school as it stands.
Furthermore, your budget announcement for 2014 showed the right direction for our beloved nation as far as education is concerned. And this is what you had said then.
This is a much livelier audience, Nandi audience, than the one I left this morning near the market in Nandi. As some of you know, this morning I again disbursed about $1,000 grants for the people of Nandi, to help those who have started businesses or wants to start business, and help them on their way. And throughout the week, I've been giving out these grants in Taviuni, in Sabsabu, in the last couple of days also, and of course Suba, Navua, and Nandronga in previous weeks. So altogether, we have given out about 2,000 of these grants to recipients, which brings to a total of about $2 million over the last 2 weeks or so. And that's to help you, especially those who have just started their business or wants to create business, to help them help themselves. But this morning, I think maybe because it's so early in the morning, most of them woke up very early, so it was not a very lively audience like we have here this morning. And I've gone past here lots of time, but this is the first time I've come to Votualevu Public School. I've always been to the Black Rock military camp, but it's a wonderful opportunity to come and see the school, and of course, come and see the students, not forgetting their parents and the teachers. Votualevu. The Honorable Minister for Education, the chairman and board members of the Votualevu Public School, the principal and the staff, Commissioner and Commissioner Western and his officials here in the West, members of Parliament, friends and parents of the school, boys and girls, distinguished guests, Bula Vinaka, and again, a very good afternoon to you all. One of my most enjoyable tasks as Prime Minister is to visit Fiji schools and of course come face to face with our young people, the future of our beloved nation. I've visited dozens of schools across the country, but I never get tired of meeting our children. In fact, the energy and the warmth of their welcome always lifts my spirit and makes me happy. It reminds me of why I do this job and the responsibility I have as Prime Minister to do everything I can for the children of Fiji, to make sure that you grow up with the best possible opportunities. That's why I was so thrilled my government was able to introduce free schoolings and all those other things we provided for our children, like the free milk and Weet-Bix program for Year 1 students. And that's why I'm also thrilled to be here today as we officially launch some big improvements to the biggest primary school in Nadi, the Votualevu Public School. The 6 new classrooms I'm opening today, the computer laboratory and the new driveway are all going to make a big difference to the lives of our children, and especially to be able to do their learning in bright new surroundings and have more regular access to computers, a vital part of the modern learning process. The new driveway is also important just from the point of view of safety. Some of you will remember that when the administration block burned down in 2009, they couldn't get a fire truck up the old driveway because it was too narrow. Well, all that is now behind us. Boys and girls, I want to talk to you today about something that is really annoying me, and I know will be annoying a lot of people and a lot of you. And that is the amount of rubbish everywhere in Fiji. I was really disgusted when I last drove along the Queen's Road about the amount of litter on the side of the road. The empty cans, the empty bottles, cartons, paper and plastic wrappers of all kinds, plastic bags, and even dirty nappies. All sorts of rubbish that simply should not be there. It's meant to be one of the most beautiful stretches of road in Fiji, the route our international visitors take along the coral coast to the various resorts. But selfish, unthinking Fijians have turned it into a rubbish tip. The same goes for many roads throughout Fiji. One of the worst is the Princess Road from Suva to Nosuru, through Doloisuva and Sawani. Doloisuva is meant to be a protected rainforest area with a wonderful park where you can really get close to nature and enjoy the experience. But the journey up there is marred by all the rubbish on the side of the road. I want to pose this question to every Fijian. You would not dump rubbish inside your home. You wouldn't litter your living room with bottles and cans or dirty nappies. So why dump rubbish all over our beautiful countryside? When you go to someone else's home, someone else's house, you don't toss your rubbish into their yard or stub your cigarette out of the floor. So why do it in the public area? Those parts of our nation that are owned by everyone and that we all have a responsibility to look after. Boys and girls, a couple of months ago I urged the young people of Fiji to become warriors for the environment, to take a lead in cleaning up Fiji and keeping it beautiful, to pick up any rubbish they see and dispose of it properly in a bin or the nearest other proper receptacle. Let me be clear, I don't want primary school children taking it upon themselves to go into the main roads to clean them up. For a start, it's too dangerous. But you can certainly do so around your area and the properties of your friends. And you can do so in our parks and on our beaches, some of which are in a disgusting state. The state of the beach at Super Point is a disgrace. The state of Saweni Beach, is a disgrace. Our beautiful harbor, foreshore in Suva, is strewn with rubbish. It has to stop. I again appeal to the children of Fiji to take the lead. You can dispose of your own rubbish properly, but you can also urge your brothers and sisters and your parents and your grandparents to also do the right thing. As Prime Minister, I'm giving you an important job to do today. I'm giving you the authority to become a pest, a nuisance on this issue. No matter how old you are, you can tell people, "Oi, don't put that rubbish there. Please do the right thing. Take it away and put it in the bin." I'm deadly serious about this. We want to have a nice, clear environment. We can't say to the world, Fiji is where happiness finds you, only for them to come here and see the sad state of rubbish alongside some of our roads and beaches. We want to create a modern nation state. A modern nation state means a clean environment. It really is a national embarrassment. We ought to be ashamed of ourselves, so let's work together as a nation to clean up Fiji once and for all. I'm going to talk to my Minister for Environment about taking further action through government. But having said that, do we really need to have heavy penalties for littering to get people to finally wake up? I certainly hope not, because shame is a powerful thing in Fiji. And I hope the shame of this is enough to finally get everyone moving. Remember, boys and girls, no matter how old you are, you can be part of this campaign to clean up Fiji and really make it the way the world should be. On that note, I want to say how wonderful this school is looking, and all the more so because of its new facilities. It has a great history, going back nearly 100 years to the 1920s. I'm told at first that there were 16 students and they sat on sacks on the ground around the teacher, a Mr. Mathura, who came from India and spoke only Hindi. Imagine if Mr. Mathura was able to be with us today to see what has happened with what he started. Not 16 students, but 917 in the primary school and 120 in the kindergarten. We're doing very well here. Not one teacher, but 25 in the primary sector and another 4 kindergarten teachers. And not a couple of books, but banks of computers, the wonder of the modern age. Boys and girls, I always say, Fijian children have more opportunity now than at any time in our history. And I'm sure Mr. Mathura would agree. This school is a credit to everyone, the board, the principal, the staff, and you, the students. Look after these new facilities well and use them to work as hard as you can for yourselves and for Fiji. And I now have great pleasure in declaring these new facilities at the Votualevu Public School open. You want